Family mocked her as jobless. She fired them as their secret boss in a stunning twist. At 32, Ava's quiet rise from family scorn to corporate power exposes their betrayal and reshapes her legacy. Hi, I'm Ava Quinn. My family called me a failure too quiet, too soft, a jobless nobody who'd never matter, mocking me at dinners while erasing my name from the company I built. Last month, I walked into their boardroom and fired them, revealing I'd been their boss all along, a truth they never saw coming. Portland. Oregon's autumn evenings carry a crisp edge, the kind that sharpens your senses. That night, I stepped out of my car at the Timberline Grill, its gold lettering glowing against the dusk. My reflection in the glass door showed a wrinkled blazer, mismatched heels, and slacks dusted with lint from a rushed drive. I hadn't planned to look like this, but I walked in, chin high, heart steady. I'm a software engineer, my logistics automation platform powering businesses nationwide. But to my family, I'm the invisible daughter, overshadowed by my sister Elise and brother Ryan. I'd moved back temporarily after a strategic career pivot, living in their spare room. The hostess led me through the upscale steakhouse, her smile polite but pitying, to a long mahogany table. My mother, Clara, wore pearls. My father, Victor, his golf jacket, Elise, in soft pink cashmere, shone under admiration. Ryan scrolled his phone. No one stood to greet me. My seat, at the table's end near the noisy kitchen door, felt like an afterthought. I noticed the napkins everyone else's were cloth, embroidered with their names in gold thread, meticulously folded. Mine, a torn paper towel, dropped carelessly by my plate. I stared, the silence crueler than any joke, and left it untouched, a quiet rebellion. The waiter took drink orders. I asked for water. Still sober. Huh, Ryan chuckled. Good for you, sis. The sting was sharp, their assumption I was struggling a familiar jab. Conversation turned to careers, as always. Elise beamed. My firm's closing a $60 million acquisition. I'm leading the pitch. Applause erupted. That's our star, Victor said. Some build legacies. Others? Try. His pause before try was deliberate, a blade aimed at me. Elise leaned in. Must be nice having all that free time. Ava. Not everyone's built for the grind. Laughter followed, Clara's smile complicit. I sipped my water, letting it cool my tongue. They thought I was jobless, whispering I was drifting or on unemployment. I'd let them believe it, never correcting their assumptions after leaving my last public role. Why? Because I was building the empire they stood on. This steakhouse, their offices, their paychecks, all tied to my holding company, my software, my vision. When Elise snatched the bill, saying, "One day, Ava can treat us when she's back on her feet," I spoke. It's paid. House account. Their faces froze. House account, Victor frowned. I set the paper towel down, meeting their eyes, the house you're sitting in. I stood, nodded to the waiter, and left, their stunned silence my first victory. Portland's night air hit my face, my resolve a quiet fire, their mockery a spark I'd turn into a blaze. The family's mockery calling me jobless, a failure cut deep at the steakhouse, but I walked out, their laughter trailing behind. My silent exit hid my true power as their boss, a revelation that would soon shatter their world. Portland's streets glowed with neon as I drove away, the Timberline's warmth fading. My condo, with sketches of the Willamette River and Mount Hood, was my sanctuary, but I'd been staying in my parents' guest room, its musty air a reminder of their disdain. Elise's. Not everyone's built for the grind, and Victor's others. Try replayed. Their napkin slight paper versus their embroidered cloth a deliberate insult. I didn't turn on the radio, letting the city's hum fill the silence. My blazer, still wrinkled, clung to me, a symbol of their underestimation. I pulled over near an old warehouse in the industrial district, its peeling paint and upgraded windows a testament to my beginnings. At 23, I'd leased it with tutoring savings, turning bare cement into my launchpad for a logistics software platform. I'd coded nights, taught myself server management, and pitched under a fake consulting firm to be taken seriously. That platform now powered their company, but they'd never know my name was buried in shell companies, my role obscured. I'd shared my vision once, at a family dinner. Elise smirked. What, sci-fi nerd stuff, Victor dismissed. Get a real job, HR maybe? I laughed then, but later cried on the warehouse floor, then kept coding. My first contract with a Carolina freight firm proved my system's worth, but Elise stole my data, presenting it as hers. At Thanksgiving, Victor toasted her genius, erasing me. I stayed silent, filing evidence emails, code signatures vowing to reclaim my story. The warehouse loomed, now housing my startup. Its lease still in my name, their paychecks signed by me. Back at my condo, I kicked off my heels, the paper towel's texture lingering in my mind. My phone buzzed 27 family chat messages. Elise. Was that a flex or a breakdown, Victor? She's always been dramatic, jobless. Clara, she meant well, maybe. Ryan, another meltdown. Their words stung, but my nephew Ethan's message, I'm on your side, lifted me. He sent a screenshot Elise to her husband. Once Dad retires, VP's mine. Ava's no threat, just the quiet one. I texted Ethan, you did right. Thanks. I left the family chat, no explanation, my resolve hardening. Clara met me at Powell's Books, her voice fierce. They're blind, Ava. Show them. I journaled, sketching a broken bridge. They mocked me. I'm their boss. The steakhouse, their offices all mine. Portland's skyline flickered, my resolve a quiet blaze. They erased me. I'll rewrite the ending. My diary, tucked in my condo, held my truth, its pages a ticking bomb they'd soon face. The steakhouse's paper towel and Elise's free time jab confirmed my family's contempt, but Ethan's support and their private chat mocking me as no threat ignited my resolve. The diary in my condo held my truth, poised to unravel their lies, as I prepared to reveal my power. Portland's rain lashed my condo's windows, my sketches of the Columbia Gorge a faint comfort against Victor's others. Try and Clara's complicit smile. My laptop glowed, the family's chat calling me dramatic, jobless a fresh wound. I was their secret boss, my logistics platform fueling their company, yet they saw me as a failure. Growing up, Elise was the star, her law degree, corporate deals celebrated with toasts. Ryan's startup pitches earned Victor's praise, while my coding projects, my scholarships, were dismissed as hobbies. Clara's Ava. Don't outshine Elise scripted my role as the quiet one, smoothing over Elise's arrogance, Ryan's recklessness. I'd sacrificed endlessly $20,000 for Elise's networking events, $15,000 for Ryan's prototypes, my dreams a new server, a trip shelved. At 12, I'd overheard Victor tell Clara Ava's a mistake, too soft. She's here, deal with it, offered no solace, only proof of my burden. The chat's breakdown label echoed those slights pushed to the edge of photos. Elise's Ava's photobombed us met with Clara's. She's shy. I'd funded $60,000 as for their Lake Oswego office lease. My savings drained, yet I was useless. Clara met me at Forest Park, her voice fierce. You're their backbone, Ava. Strike. Ethan's screenshot Elise's Ava's no threat burned, but his I'm on your side was a lifeline. I opened my diary. It's blue ink raw. Someday they'll see I built it all. The words fueled me, a promise to myself. Tutoring was my cover 10 clients, their gratitude a contrast to family scorn. I painted a stormy orca, its strength my resolve, vowing to reclaim my place. Portland's skyline dimmed, my journal open, they mocked me. I'm their boss. The steakhouse's silence lingered, my resolve a quiet fire. their betrayal a catalyst for my rise, my diary a truth they'd face, its pages a mirror of their failure. Elise is no threat, and the family's jobless taunts deepened their betrayal. But as their secret boss, I began planning to reclaim my company. The diary in my condo held my pain, its truth ready to expose their lies, my silence a strategic shield. Portland's fog cloaked my condo, my sketches of Mount Tabor a faint anchor against Ryan's meltdown jab and Clara's, she meant well. My laptop showed the family chat's scorn, but I was the majority shareholder of their company, my logistics software their lifeline, my role hidden in shell companies. I'd built the platform at 23, leasing a warehouse with tutoring savings, coding nights to create a system that optimized freight. I'd pitched under a fake firm, landing a Carolina contract, but Elise stole my data, claiming credit. Victor's Thanksgiving toast. To Elise's genius erased me. Their laughter a wound I buried, filing evidence code, emails, signatures. I'd given $25,000 for Elise's deals, $18,000 for Ryan's ventures. My trust betrayed, my role obscured. Clara met me at a cafe, her voice fierce. You own them. Ava. Act. I journaled, sketching a broken ferry. They stole my credit. I'll take it back. Ethan's message. You're not what they say, spurred me. I accessed my holding company's portal, initiating a silent lockdown, revoking Victor and Elise's system access. I owned Reynolds Human Capital, a consultancy I'd quietly acquired, and ordered an audit of their conduct, collecting anonymous employee grievances. Tutoring grew 12 clients. Their "you're a game changer" a bomb, but Elise's quiet one stung. I painted a starry cedar, its light my vow, each stroke a promise to expose them. Portland's skyline glowed, my resolve a quiet blaze. They mocked me. I'm their reckoning. The diary waited, its truth a weapon, their scorn a storm I'd end. The lockdown sparked chaos, with Victor and Elise's access denied, but their attempt to smear me as unstable only fueled my resolve. The diary in my condo held my truth, poised to break their lies, as I prepared to unveil my power. Portland's rain soaked my condo, my sketches of the Willamette a refuge from Elise's. You're no competition and Victor's others. Try. My platform's portal showed their failed logins, access denied V. Quinn, Quinn, a silent victory. Their company, my creation, was slipping from their grasp. Victor stormed my office, furious. What's this HR ambush on Elise? What are you pulling? I stayed calm. It's transparency, a board initiative. File an objection if you disagree. His glare was venomous, but he left, defeated by my composure. Elise retaliated, leaking a PDF to HR, unsigned, claiming I'd faked reviews due to emotional instability. Its metadata traced to her assistant's laptop, a sloppy move. I journaled, sketching a stormy bridge. They're desperate. I'm in control. Clara met me at Pioneer Square, her voice fierce. They're crumbling. Ava. Keep going. Tutoring was my anchor, 15 clients. There, you're amazing, a contrast to family lies. I'd given $30,000 for Clara's charity, $20,000 for Ryan's apps, my trust betrayed. Reynolds' audit flooded with grievances. Victor calls non-family disposable. Elise mocked my age. I painted a blazing orca, its strength my vow, each stroke a defiance of their smear. Portland's skyline dimmed, my resolve a quiet fire. They tried to erase me. I'm rewriting them. The diary's pages, raw with my pain, waited, their counterattack a sign of their fear, my truth a storm they couldn't weather. Victor's rage and Elise's smear failed, but the boardroom showdown, where I revealed my ownership, ended their reign. The diary in my condo, its truth unspoken, had already shifted the tide, my power now undeniable. Portland's fog cloaked my condo, my sketches of Mount Hood a sanctuary from Elise's. You're not a leader and Clara's silence. Reynolds' audit grievances of nepotism, sexism piled up, my platform's lockdown leaving Victor and Elise scrambling. I scheduled a board meeting, no invite for them, my resolve ironclad. Tuesday. I sat at the walnut table's head, board members to my left, legal counsel across. Victor and Elise entered, confused. Another compliance check, Elise asked, smiling thinly. I gestured to the frosted doors, sealed for confidentiality. Sit. They complied, chairs scraping. I passed folders and corporation records, share transfers, my name as majority shareholder. The Secretary of State agrees, I said, pointing to Victor's signature on a transfer to my firm. His hands shook, flipping pages. Elise froze, her folder untouched. I played a recording Victor cut women out, save time, Elise, some age out of relevance. The board stiffened. 3 months ago, you're off-site, I said, you've been applauded for too long. Legal cited ethics breaches, share manipulation, demanding their resignations by day's end. Victor's jaw clenched, Elise's voice cracked. You can't, I stood. You erased me to keep your illusion. Now you're erased. I left, the lock clicking, their empire mine. Clara met me at Powell's, her pride fierce. You're a titan. I painted a starry fairy, its light my vow, Portland's skyline glowing, my resolve a quiet blaze. They mocked me. I won. The boardroom victory stripped Victor and Elise of power, but my public statement, exposing their lies, unleashed a reckoning. The diary in my condo, its truth silent, had sparked their downfall, my legacy now mine to shape. Portland's spring bloomed, my condo's sketches of the Columbia Gorge a testament to my rise. Tutoring thrived, 18 clients. $1,000 saved, Clara's, she meant well, and Elise's. Your bitter fading, their resignations confirmed. I released a press statement company reforms under new leadership, zero tolerance for nepotism. My name, Ava Quinn, shown for the first time. The statement went viral, headlines roaring ethics shakeup, ousts family execs. Employees, interns, managers, retirees emailed thanks, women especially. You gave us a voice. A video followed, me at my desk. No polish, success built on silence is fragile. I was silent too long. It trended, clients sharing, she got my kid into college. Blogs praised my clarity. Reddit threads exposing Victor's disposable remarks, Elise's grandma jabs. Victor and Elise went live, desperate Ava's vengeful, twisting our legacy. But whistleblowers' ex-employees posted emails, proving their misconduct, comments turning karma's real. Clara met me at Forest Park, her voice fierce. You're unstoppable. I painted a blooming cedar, its light my legacy. Each stroke a release. I'd given $40,000 for Elise's firm, $25,000 for Victor's consulting. My trust betrayed, but their desperation was theirs. Portland's skyline sparkled. My resolve a quiet fire, they erased me. I shone. The diary's truth had prevailed, my video a beacon, their lies a shadow they couldn't escape. My statement and video crushed Victor and Elise's credibility, their live defense collapsing under public scrutiny. The diary in my condo, its pain private, had fueled their ruin, but unexpected support solidified my path. Portland's spring warmed, my condo's sketches of Mount Tabor a haven. Tutoring boomed 20 clients, $1,500 saved Elise's. Your no competition and Victor's others. Try fading, their careers shattered. Elise's boutique firm flopped, clients fleeing, Victor's consulting legacy vanished, their silence deafening. Social media turned Ava built it. They stole it. A viral post read, sharing an old warehouse photo with me in the foreground, captioned, she was always the boss. Employees shared stories, demotions, mockery cementing their downfall. Clara's voicemail came soft. We were wrong, Ava, about you. No real apology, just regret for their loss. I didn't reply. Ethan texted, you're my hero. Aunt Ava, sending a photo of my original code, kept by Grandma. Her note, found in a delivered box, read, build your world, Ava. I framed it a lifeline. Clara met me at Powell's, her pride fierce. You're a legend. I painted a starry orca, its strength my vow, each stroke a promise to lead. I'd given $50,000 for Clara's events, $30,000 for Ryan's startups, my trust betrayed, but their collapse was theirs. Portland's skyline glowed, my resolve a quiet fire. They mocked me. I'm their legacy. The diary's truth had won, my name now known. Their desperation, a storm I'd outlasted. Victor and Elise's downfall was complete, but leading my company openly, with a new culture, became my focus. The diary in my condo, its truth, a silent force, had reshaped my path, my leadership a beacon for others. Portland's summer bloomed, my condo's sketches of the Willamette a testament to my rise. Tutoring stabilized 25 clients, 2,000 saved Clara's. We were wrong and Elise's silence irrelevant, their influence gone. I transformed the company, enforcing transparency, banning nepotism, amplifying voices once ignored. Employees thrived no whispers, just open dialogue. An intern, Mia, shared I stayed because you fought for us. Her courage echoed mine at 23, coding in that warehouse. I met her in a breakout room. Her words, I thought I'd quit mirroring my past. Don't disappear, I said, her nod a quiet victory. Clara met me at Alki Beach, her voice fierce. You're rewriting history. I painted a blooming fairy, its light my vow, each stroke a promise to lead fairly. I'd given $60,000 for Victor's consulting, $35,000 for Elise's deals, my trust betrayed, but their absence was my gain. Portland's skyline sparkled, my resolve a quiet blaze. They erased me. I built better. The diary's pain, now a memory, had fueled my rise, my leadership a legacy they couldn't claim, their mockery a shadow I'd outgrown. My leadership reshaped the company, my truth a public triumph, but inner peace came from building a legacy for others. The diary in my condo, its truth a quiet force, had freed me, my worth no longer theirs to judge. Portland's summer glowed, my condo's sketches of Mount Hood a haven. Tutoring flourished 30 clients, 3,000 saved Elise's no competition and Victor's try forgotten, their names erased from the industry. I launched a scholarship in Grandma's name, funding students like Mia, their letters. You gave me hope a balm. I hung Grandma's note, build your world, beside my CEO plaque, my warehouse photo front and center. Mia's don't disappear echoed, her growth my pride. Clara visited, her you're eternal warming me. I painted a starry cedar, its light my vow, each stroke a promise to inspire. I'd given $70,000 for Clara's charity, $40,000 for Ryan's apps, my trust betrayed, but their absence was my freedom. Portland's skyline shimmered, my resolve a quiet fire. They mocked me. I'm their legacy. My company thrived, my name etched in glass. Some build rooms where all can speak. I'd rewritten their ending, my piece complete, my legacy a light for others.